Renaissance china. It's very old and it's just gorgeous. This canister, it's like you could put whatever you want in there. See, that's the brand Masons. It's very, very old. I've had it for lots and lots of years. This one is just delightful. It's got this cute little lid that wants to move around. Look at the lid. Isn't it delightful? I just love how it's got all the little flowers and this cute little knob on it. It has got some dust too. Try and put them down quietly because I tend to clang around when I'm showing my china off to time. There, that's better. This wee one's another little vintage piece. I've got 2 pieces of this. I think this is Gus, and it's a Disney one. It's an official Disney. It's made by Whitman Giftware in England, and it's very old. It's a little jug, but I don't think you, well, there's no spout. No, it looks like a little jug, but it's not. You see, you couldn't use it as a milk jug because it's nowhere for it to come out. I'd always thought it was a jug, but I'd kept it like as an ornament. But no, you definitely couldn't use this as a jug because if you poured it here, it would all pop off its nose. That would be quite a mess, wouldn't it? But isn't it so cute? Maybe not get him quite so close. It looks better from here. It's just darling. This one here is a Carltonware one. I don't know if it's got the design. It's hand-painted Carltonware Australian design, this one. Made in England. It's just delightful. I think it's gorgeous. It's all embossed. I love that it's dreamy, dreamy colours. It's a soft, melty lemon. Creamy lemon, not, creamy lemon I would call it. And then floral, and there's this wonderful, like a big flower in the garden. It's just lovely. I use it all the time. I had to take food off it to bring it over to show you. I've got another one that I had with food in it too. Like fruits, I keep little tomatoes in here, small tomatoes. This wee one's a trinket holder. This is green, Hartley Greens & Co. Leeds Pottery, England. And look, isn't it gorgeous with the love hearts? Look at those love hearts. Just so dreamy. And it's little rose on top. Again, another vintage piece. Just about everything I'm going to show you now is all old, so it won't seem to tell you it's vintage. It's got little love hearts here too. Just fits together like this. And it's got little holes, so it's not suitable for sugar, because the air would get to it, everything would get to it. But it's like a little trinket holder to keep your little special treasures in. You might keep your rings, or you might keep whatever you want in there. I think it's lovely. Put that one gently that way. Just smooth it, put it down quietly. This one's a tiny cake plate. It's on a little pedestal. It's gorgeous, or a little small fruit bowl. Sometimes I've had like little grapes and things in here, or little raspberries or strawberries that picked from the garden. This is the inside part. Excuse any dust that I've missed dusting. I forgot to bring over my dusting cloth. I'll get it when I go and get the next lot. It's sweet. It's got this design not all around, just on each side, but it makes it pretty when it's sitting down to see a little bit of something. And that's just a small one. It's nice, so very nice. You don't always need big sizes, do you? I will move Gus to the side and the mason one to the side so we can look at this dreamy one. Look at that beautiful step back in time in the garden, and it looks like a wonderful little cottage garden with all these delightful flowers growing. Do you see them all? I'll hold it up really close so you can have a good look at the whole scene. Dreamy blue sky with fluffy, fluffy clouds. And her little bonnet. What she got. I love those big fluffy dresses. I love big fluffy petticoats to wear under swim dresses and under, very full dresses. They look lovely with the big fluffy petticoats. I don't wear them down to the ground, they're just to about there. So it's easy for walking below the knee, but not ankle length or anything. Pretty, pretty, pretty. It's just a delightful scene. It reminds me of going back in time and imagining. Now I've got it upside down, no wonder I can't read it, but now the picture's upside down for you. English way, that's all it says. Oops. Yeah. Just trying to tell you what it might say in the brain, but it's not telling us clearly. I'm going to get this one that I've got right back there. Now this one is more recent, but still it's been in, I've had it for a number of years. Zeta M Stylish Home Decorations. It's like cabbage leaves. I just found it interesting when I bought it. It's pre-loved and it was interesting because it's got like cabbage leaves going on. Nice. Reminds me of one of those Italian ones that make the beautiful ones. I think it's Italian. Make the beautiful cabbage ones. It's a bordello or something. I'll go and get some more. This one is a mason cash one. A lovely big, well, it's not their biggest by any means, but it's one of their mixing bowls. I just find them delightful. I couldn't resist this little hedgehog one. This one might be available still. I bought mine a few years ago. I'm not sure if they do it in this particular colour, but I think they might have brought it out since in another colour, this design. I think it was their forest ones, because I got the little one, the pudding bowl, because that one was more inexpensive. I bought the pudding bowl, and I think that pudding basin, which is a good little one for whipping cream in, and I think that one had foxes. I'll see if I can find it to show you. And this was the biggest mixing bowl that I bought, but they came in like 3 or 4 sizes bigger than this. This to me was just about right for making up whatever I needed to make. I just loved that it's all embossed. I loved that it was green, because I haven't got a lot of green, and I liked it. And it reminded me of the garden with all the leaves and the trees and the hedgehogs. I just adore hedgehogs. If it hadn't had the hedgehogs, I probably would have just left it. But because it had the hedgehogs, that just took it to the, I love it so much, and it's going to be useful and used for lots and lots of years. I'm putting it down really carefully. My precious bowl. This one again. This one's not so old. This particular one, we're going to get back to the old one soon. But this is so fun. It was made by Sass and Bell, England. That's who makes these ones, or who's the brand of these ones. And there's a little fox all curled up sleeping, and a little hedgehog so jolly and cute, and a little fluffy bird. We've even got an owl Oh, look, Hedgehog's awake, looking darling. Hedgehog's curled up for a little nap. It's just adorable. And there's the fox. It's awake now. Look. Before it was having a wee curled up in a ball asleep. It's just adorable. The pictures on this is glass. I bought this from Mighty Ape in New Zealand, and it's just wonderful because Sass and Belle used to send things worldwide, or they used to send things to New Zealand because I bought directly from them before COVID, and now they don't send overseas, just within the UK, I think, and possibly Europe. But yeah, Mighty Ape started stocking some of these things so we could still find them, which was wonderful. I just loved that. That was loud. I'll be quiet. Now we're getting back to some old things. This one, I've had this for lots of years. It looks like those little ones from the vintage Campbell jewellery. Soup. Good soup. It looks so cute. Look at the little chicks. They are a little over rosy. They kind of, very, very rosy chicks they look like. They might have a temperature. But so cute and adorable. It is a Campbell soup, actual Campbell soup one, because it reminded me of the children. I've had it put away. Hasn't been used recently. It's back there. And I think this is Red Robin. Another brand. You always get a break at Robin's, yes. Look, they're having like little soup and hamburgers. The little birds. I just thought it was so cute, and it's a good little soup mug. It's more bought for the cuteness, pre-loved, and I thought, I've had that for a long time. This little one I've had for a while. This is made in England. I'll show you it. It doesn't really matter who made it. It's a little teapot with the florals in blue and white. And what this is good for is if you've got a wooden spoon and you're doing your stirring and you want to put the wooden spoon down and not make a mess, you can pop it in here. I use it as a wooden spoon rest, but I think it's meant for tea bags. But I don't generally cart my tea bags around with me in the cup. I generally take the tea bags out and remove them and dispose of them before bringing my drink through, so I don't use it for tea bags. So you could. It's so sweet, shaped like a little teapot, and you can hang it, which is really sweet. This one's very, very old and very, very gorgeous. Look at all that chintzy, tiny little delicate flowers. It's just adorable. And all these segments you can put things. At the moment I'm using it for tomatoes, and I have one area where the tomatoes are the ripest used first, and then the other ones go around the edge. It's so delightful. But you can use it for anything you want, anything that fits in here. It's just so cute. I just adore this. It doesn't have any maker's name on it, but it's very, very old. You can tell by the bottom. You can see the old edging, how they used to make them in the little wooden handle. Very, very old. It's got this gorgeous little handle so you can carry it. So if you're having a whoopsie, no, not if you're having a whoopsie. If you're having a tea party, you could carry this out with all your goodies on it. You could have little, I don't know, your cupcakes wouldn't fit in those little areas. They're too narrow for cupcakes. But you could have delightful little snacks in it. Gorgeous little tiny sandwiches. Maybe a little cupcake in the centre. Yes. I think I'm going to have to get some more of this. flowers, bring them inside to enjoy on a rainy day. It's raining today here. It's pitter-patter on the roof. So I picked these yesterday and they're just looking gorgeous in the vase. So I've always got the flowers inside with me. Little Cecily Bruno, the wee sweetheart rose. This one's an iceberg rose. It's got a scent to it, a gentle scent. And this one, I never know its name. And all I know is that I love the colour. It's just so delightful. Get back to looking at the china. I'll just move those to the side and get you some more. This is another lovely, lovely plate that I had a number of years back. And then years ago, when I thought we were moving, I donated it. And more recently, in the last year, I found it again. It's so wonderful. I feel like it came back because it was at the thrift store. Not the same one that I donated it to, but at another one. And it was budget friendly, thank goodness, because it was my plate. The one I donated. I was so happy because I loved this one, but when I thought we might move, it's so big and so awkward to wrap and pack and take. It's got this distressed finish, which I loved. That's why I originally bought it pre-loved in the first place. Yeah, I know, we had it for years and then donated it, and then years later I found it again. Now it's back home. Very joyous when something like that happens. It's not used that often, but it's sitting on display with things on top. And it just looks beautiful because it's got this lovely rustic vintage vibe to it with the distressed finish, the natural distressed finish to it. That's not chipped, it's done like that. In the actual making process, they've made it like that. I think it's wonderful with the floral and the sprigs. And if you're serving something big, wanting to take out a big platter, I've got it. I've got just the thing for a big platter of wonderfulness. And meantime, because it's so big and hard to fit in the cupboard and takes up space, it sits on top of a vintage looking, it's modern, one of those fireplace effect heaters that are done to look like vintage cast iron and things. I've got it on top of a dimplex because the dimplex is very strong and it doesn't get any heat off the top, and it just sits on top there with all sorts of gorgeousness on it. Okay, some more. It's very hard to do china quietly, especially big plates with a little service. You've got to stack them. This one is made in the USA, and it's the Old Curiosity Shop underglaze made in USA. I've had this for lots of years, and it's done like this vintage scene, which I'm presuming this is the Old Curiosity Shop, and it's just delightful. Like these look like those wrought iron hinges that you find on old rustic doors from days gone by. And this looks like a very peaceful, happy time. The people enjoying themselves. I love the green and white tones. It's just delightful. It's always nice to look at happy things, isn't it? Let's have a look and see. Yep, they look very jolly. There's a little one playing here with a hoop, and look at the fashion, very old fashioned. It's a big crinkling petticoat under the dress, or a very, very full fluffy dress. These gentlemen look very different from these days with their top hats cats and their tails, their jackets with the tails. It's just wonderful though, looking back in history and looking back at how things were. This one, I'm sure this one's made in England, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's have a look. This is Staffordshire. No, I've got it upside down, so I'm having trouble reading it, but I'm trying to show you the picture the right way. I'll have a quick look this way, okay? Yes, Staffordshire underglaze printing, hand engraved, genuine hand engraved, acid and detergent proof, made in England, Ironstone tableware. Beautiful. Another one of my green and white plates. These are rather big and don't get used so often. I tend to use the smaller plates. These ones are just a little bit large. There's never really, don't need this size for the food. And it looks a little lost on it. But occasionally I use them, or I use it if it's a big cake for a party or something we're having our own little party happening. They do get used, just not as often as the smaller plates. The smaller ones get used all the time for meals all the time. This is another one of these big ones, but this is in a different colour. This is in a lovely pinky colour. This is Ironstone tableware again, made in Italy. This one is made in Italy. I've got it the wrong way. Look, isn't it beautiful? It's not so good to look at things sideways and upside down. Never mind, you can see it now. Yes, again, it's like stepping back in time, isn't it? Just wonderful. Just like a little glimpse of, going there almost. Just delightful. And I love how it's all around the edge, all the pinks and the flowers and the beautiful scene in the centre. Just delightful. But really gently. It takes time to do things really gently. Lucky I've got lots of patience. This one here, this is like, I think this is hand painted, I'm not sure. It's called Cameo Florals. It's just embossed flowers. It's quite simple but lovely. This is one of those ones that I bought locally a few years back. It's a Churchill China one. It's the big size. I don't know why I bought one of the big size, because I hardly ever use them. I did luckily buy the small size as well. I bought one small, one big. I thought I'd got two small, but never mind. It's a rabbit. No, it's a squirrel. There's the bunny. That's the squirrel. Bird. It's like a dove, I think. And an owl and a hedgehog. All these wonderful things going on this plate. I don't know if they still make this, whether it was a limited time that they made it for, but I think it's delightful. It's gorgeous. This text getting a little high. This is one of my favourite ones. Even though it's big, I do actually use this, because I don't use the outer rim. I use the inside of this one because it's raised up, and I just love the melty colours. I've got a bowl in this design that I use far more than the plate, but I love this. This is very, very old and very gorgeous. Calyx ware, hand painted. Adams, England. very, very lovely. The dreamy multicolour. I don't know what it is about this. It's quite simple, but it really appeals. And it's got this curvy shaped edging and ridgy things, but gentle flows to it. And I've got a bowl that I use all the time, very, very often. I'll get some more. This little darling one, it's Alice in Wonderland. I think it's very dreamy. It's from Tokyo Disneyland. I bought it pre-loved, and it's got the unbirthday cake. It's got the cookies and the funny teapot with the 3 sparks pouring into 3 cups or 2 cups at once. Another teapot and some sugar cubes and stacked teacups. It's just very delightful, lovely cupcake. Little Alison sitting there having her tea party. Had that for lots of years. This is darling. It's just darling. It's like a wishing well. Let me see. Yes, it's called something well. Yes, it's the writing's hard to read. Wishing well. Something Meakin. It's gorgeous. It's like this little ballerina in the wishing well in this sky with the different colours. Very dreamy, very fairy tale like, and very old. I'm going to finish up with this one. Before we finish up with the china, I brought another little bunch of flowers for the little floral time. Just wanted to be shown this little fairy that's called the fairy. This flower, it's gorgeous, just delightful. And that's the little sweetheart rose in this other little vase in the kitchen. And we mustn't forget you hiding here. This one is so delicate that all these ones are just so delicate and sweet. Look at this gentle little one with its melty dark pink and then paler pink and white centres. It reminds me so much of cake icing, you know, the really fancy cake icing that some people do. These little really delicate little flowers. Just beautiful. And I put one other thing over for the kitchen to show you. I'm not sure if I've shown you this, but I think it's really nice. It's a little tray. It's just really suede with these. It's got a texture to it. I think it's applique. I'm pretty sure it's not painted. This one I have got some hand painted trays, but this one I'm pretty sure it's applique on here. All these, and then it's sealed. But it's very nice. It's a nice little tray, and I have it sitting in a wee stand up like this in the kitchen. It's got this on the back. I think, someone's made it in 2005. That's the person who's done the design. And it's definitely applique because I can feel that sticker's not sealed in. That's just sitting on the top there. But they've sealed all this part. It looks very pretty and dreamy. It's nice for just taking out a little few things that you might not be able to carry in your hands easily. But you can carry them on the tray with more ease. We're going to finish off this video. We'll continue with another day with some more things. But this video for today, I'm going to finish with this gorgeous, gorgeous, hand-painted, lovely big fruit bowl or whatever you want. I bought it with these chips, yes. It was bought with chips. It was pre-loved and it had some chips on it. But I still bought it because I thought it was so dreamy. Look at it. I'll hold it back so you can get the full impact of it. Just gorgeous. No, I can't. It's got a very vintage sticker on the back, but no other markings. I'm thinking it's made in Italy. It looks very Italian to me. It might be from somewhere totally different. I could be completely wrong, but just to my mind, I think of Italy when I see this. Yeah. Beautiful, just beautiful. Gorgeous. You have a wonderful day, a lovely relaxing time I hope you've had. I've had so much fun showing you all these things, and I hope you've had fun watching. I'll see you again really soon. Have a wonderful night and a wonderful day and a good restful sleep.